Victor Davis Hanson has some insight into why people hate Jews on the right and this weird conspiracy woke right that is emerging in racist history, etc. Check out what he has to say.
That war, World War II, has been transmogrified by this one element of the right into proof, so to speak, that we were sucked into World War II, and therefore we ended up not keeping out of it and letting the awful Nazis fight the awful communists. Because the Jewish question, to use Hitler's term, the American Jews lobbied to get us in. This forgets, of course, that if they may have lobbied, but they weren't very good lobbyists, because when they came to the United States, we put them back on ships to Auschwitz and didn't let them in. And more importantly, we didn't get in, as I said, till from September 1 of 39 to 41. Britain was the only country, by the way, that fought for 6 years, from the first day of the war to the last day of war. And yet that was the country he demonized. So I think if I read, so I'm not suggesting that Darrell Cooper was explicit, but from the people that are in that school, they feel Jews magnified the Holocaust and the death, and that was to gain empathy, to draw us in, to stop Hitler. While Hitler was bad, he at least was pro-Western, and Jews were Marxists and communists, and they were the ones that got us into World War II and allied us with the Russian communists. And we should look at this as a lesson, because now they're doing it again in Israel. They are trying to draw us in and bomb Iran or alienate us from 500 million Muslims so this little 11 million person country. And I think that's pretty much why the history is distorted, because it fills that paradigm. And it's kind of based on, Pat Buchanan wrote a book about it, in 2000, about we were sucked in. And he wrote another one on World War II. And his theme was we should have either stayed out of it or encouraged Germany to fight Russia. As bad as communism was, and they did kill 20 million of their own, there was no other way to stop Hitler than to send aid to Stalin. And we did. And he killed 3 out of 4 German soldiers. We couldn't have done it ourselves, at least not until 45 or later, when we had superior weapons. But what I'm getting at, the revisionism of World War II is deeply tied in with the contemporary affairs. And when you listen to Candace, or you listen to I know Tucker very well. I'm not sure that he's in that same group, but I'm not sure, because I haven't talked to him in a couple of years. But when you look at Kanye West or Candace Owens or Darrell Cooper and these people.
Kanye West? What? That's funny.
Anytime they cite history, there's usually some reference to Jews or to Israel drawing us in and getting us. And so if you say to them, okay, do you know any ally that has destroyed Hamas, who hated us and tries to kill us, has hurt the Houthis, has basically did the impossible of defanging Hezbollah and destroyed the air defenses of Iran, so if you wanted to take them out, you could? Is that our enemy, that little tiny Israel did all of that on its own? They don't have an answer to any of that. So that's something that the Republican Party and the conservative movement and the MAGA they have a fissure in the MAGA movement.
Right.
And so far it's a small group, and they're kind of neo-isolationists, and they said, Iraq, they took an idea that had some, as you pointed out with Putin, there was some logic that, Biden appeased Putin, or Ukraine was part of Russia, or we kind of reneged on the NATO pledge that it wouldn't be part of NATO, all of that. And they take that tiny truth and they make it into the truth. that it's all our fault and Putin's not that bad. He's just trying to, and that's crazy because Putin is a dictatorial killer, and he will do it again if he can. But that, and so, in all of these questions, though, there is a deep antipathy for the West, very different than the antipathy from the left. But the right feels that we became socialist, communist. We have extraneous ties to Israel that we shouldn't have. We have overseas commitments. And they take a small truth and they make it the truth into the truth. I'm kind of shocked because I always thought, I don't think they're going to get anywhere with Trump because he does seem to be very he's the most pro-Israeli president in my lifetime.
And that is a very good thing because there are many presidents and there are many people who, if their constituency, or at least the loudest in their constituency, would scream at them that it's the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews, there's a good chance that a lot of presidents will, oh, okay, fine, yeah, okay, okay, I won't back up Israel. But instead, Trump has gone the exact opposite direction. Trump has gone from, everybody's telling him it's the Jews, and everybody telling them, to stop backing Israel. He's like, I'm 100% pro-Israel, and he doesn't care. He creates the conversation. He blocks out the noise. Everybody tells him this. Everybody tells him, oh, Israel's dragging you into a war. And he just says, okay, no problem. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. I'm not going to let you manipulate me. I'm not going to let the neocons manipulate me. I'm going to do exactly what I feel is the right way to go. And he has shown that in the last couple of days with his, basically telling Tucker to go F himself and, making it clear that he's not interested in, no intervention and basically becoming an isolationist. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos and support us, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.